Hello and good afternoon from your Co-op Community Stadium. I'm Craig Barnes and I'll be joined shortly by injured Leamington top scorer Dan Turner for today's National League North clash between Leamington and impressive newly promoted Scarborough Athletic, the fan-owned Phoenix club that has risen from the ashes of former Football League side Scarborough FC. Scarborough have travelled 3.5 hours in getting to the Your Co-op Community Stadium, most of it last night. Not that they will get any sympathy from the Leamington squad, officials or fans, who have faced back-to-back lengthy trips to the northeast over the past week, totalling almost 850 miles and approaching 17 hours on a coach, while taking in the sights of the M1 and the A1. Scarborough were also in action on Tuesday as they saw off fellow high flyers Kidderminster Harriers 4-2 at home, with highly rated teenage centre-back Kieran Burton helping himself to a hat-trick. That victory was the Sea Dogs' third in their past 5 games as they continue to look the most stable of the 4 promotion-winning sides from last season. Minute silence beautifully observed here. Not a noise to be heard, I'm delighted to say, as everybody paid their respects. Scarborough managed by Jonathan Greening, who used to play for the likes of Manchester United, Fulham and West Brom. So Waleji for Scarborough into the Leamington box, up against Louis Hall. Waleji plays it to Maloney. Maloney on the deck, through to Waleji. Waleji with a shot, but over the bar. I think Callum Hawkins had it covered, but Waleji made a nice 1-2 there, into the box. Shot first time, over the bar. And Jack's focal point's great to have him back, isn't it, after his 3-game suspension?
Yeah, well, you can tell we missed him, comes in and scores 2 goals, so...
So Scarborough looking to break. Through to Waleji. Waleji's cross comes in. And a good save there by Hawkins. Fired in, flash point. And Hawkins does well. Blocks it. And it's going to be out of play for a Scarborough corner. First real threat from Scarborough, barring the Waleji shot a moment or two ago. So Scarborough, last couple of minutes, showing why they score as many goals as they do.
Yeah, good defending from Clarkey. That looked like a guaranteed goal there, to be honest, until he got his head on it. So
Scarborough going to be taking this corner, just over 16 minutes gone. Scarborough on the corner on the near side, comes into the heart of the goal, and it's a bit of goal-mouth scramble, goals, bodies everywhere. Still not scrambled, still scrambling, still not away, but Leamington eventually clear. Lots of bodies in there. Make out who was really shooting, who was really getting the blocks in. I think there's one off the line from Joe Clark, at least. I think it was proper real goal-mouth scramble. That everyone just trying to either score, get the ball over the line, or get it away. And luckily, from a Leamington point of view, we have done exactly that. So it's Kelly Evans just outside the penalty area. There's Jack Lane and Jack Edwards. The ball comes in. It's going to be Jack Edwards looking to get on the end of it. And there's appeal for handball behind from the Leamington fans. The referee has nothing to, isn't interested though. Waves play away. There's Louis Hall on the near side. Tries to get Leamington back on the front foot. Adam Walker's having a word with the referee, asking why it wasn't given. Yeah, trying to pen the wing backs is certainly key, isn't it, for Leamington today, stopping them getting forward. So just over 32 minutes gone. It's Joe Clark. His ball across though is cleared. Scarborough advance forward. Maloney just over halfway. Now Glynn looks for his options, plays it forward. Breaks to McGuckin, but Callum Hawkins is there. Comfortably saves, got his body behind the ball, and diving effort, but comfortably gathered up. So Willeji with the latest throw in, looking towards Colville, but there's Kelly Evans to get it clear. Now Walker in midfield to Dan Meredith, who's making one of his runs from fullback. Now to Charlie Williams. Meredith goes back, but the cross comes in, and there's Cracknell comfortably gathering the ball at his near post, bowls it out. Glenn for Scarborough. Takes on Joe Clark, but Clark's there to read the second ball and get it cleared. Now Colville over halfway still for Scarborough to Maloney. Glynn back to Maloney. Ball forward, looking to get in behind the Leamington back line, but it's cleared. Glynn, Colville to Coulson. Coulson edge of the box, shoots and scores. Michael Coulson, the vastly experienced Scarborough striker. Really nice play that from Scarborough. Lots of interchanging passes, and curled the ball past the outreach arm of Callum Hawkins to give the visitors the lead. Leamington 0, Scarborough Athletic 1. Did well there, Dan, didn't he, with that finish? Should have been proud of that one.
Yeah, it's unfortunate really, because I thought we've done well the last 5-10 minutes. It's a good touch, and to be honest with you, there's not really a lot Cal can do about that one. It's a great finish.
Meredith's throw-in comes in. Kelly Evans tries to get on the end of it. Scarborough do well to mop it up through Glynn. Glynn moving forward. He plays it to Coulson. Goal scorer Coulson looks to get a second goal there, but his shot quite tame, really, straight through to Callum Hawkins. Assesses his options, gives it to Coulson. Coulson couldn't play anybody through though, and Leamington clear. It's going to be Dan Meredith, oceans of space on the right, over halfway. Reed just in front of him, Edwards and Kelly Evans also there. Still Meredith to Joe Clark. Clark, Meredith up against Maloney. Still Meredith does really well there. Allows Leamington to throw a few more bodies forward, further forward. It's Louis Hall to Edwards. Edwards back to Jack Lane. Now Hall to Kelly Evans. Central area. Kelly Evans from distance. Great save. Comes through, but Jack Edwards just couldn't quite get there as Kieran Burton came across to cover and get his team out of trouble. Decent effort that, wasn't it, from Kelly Evans?
Yeah, much better. A lot of power on the shot. Jack coming in. Defender does well to clear it.
So Leamington looking to get more of an attacking purpose at the start of the second half. Team has gone. Here's Devon Kelly Evans, and it's just wide of the post. Couldn't get that one on target. I think he'll be disappointed with that. He didn't test the goalkeeper.
Obviously, with being 1-0 up, I know it's still only early doors, but after the free kick and stuff, and hopefully if we get a few more chances.
Scarborough on the ball. Joe Clark picks it up. Spreads it to Dan Meredith, just in front of us. Gets over halfway, checks back, looks for his options, back to Clark. Clark, ball forward towards Rakeem Reed, who's made a really good run in behind the Scarborough defence. Still Reed battling away. Goes down but gets back up again. Still Reed looks for his options, comes in, it's goal! Leamington have equalised, it's Adam Walker. Rakeem Reed did superbly well, got back inside the box, wouldn't go down, back upon his feet. Played it into Adam Walker, whose first time shot is dispatched in behind Cracknell, and Leamington just in the 49th minute have levelled the game, 1-1.
Great play by Rax. Does well in the box, takes it past his player, sets up for walks, and he's finished it really well.
Second goal of the season. Adam Walker scored in the opener against Farsley Celtic, and it's his first goal since. Starting to add a few goals to his game. But it's been a superb signing, hasn't he, Adam Walker? He arrived in January, didn't he, from Telford?
Yeah, he's been brilliant for us. He just brings that energy in midfield. Good on the ball as well. Yeah, he's been superb.
Dan Meredith to take it, just drawing the ball, making sure you can get the best grip possible. So just outside the Leamington box here. Scarborough have in possession. To Maloney, shapes to shoot, takes deflection, and Callum Hawkins does really well. Always hard to judge those as they take a nick, and but got his body down well and comfortably saved. It's Kelly Evans for Leamington to Joe Clark. Clark back to Hawkins, the goalkeeper. Hawkins sees Dan Meredith in a bit of space on this right hand side. There's Charlie Williams in front of it, but instead gives to Edwards. Now Clark, isn't it, through to Rakeem Reed. Reed gets into the penalty area, tries to outmuscle his man. Still Reed couldn't quite get a crossover, and the goalkeeper was there to block it off.
Does well again though, he's getting in behind their defence and it's causing them problems.
Free kick for Leamington. Again, Scarborough do not know what to do with Rakeem Reed. It's about 40-45 yards out on the far side. So here comes Kelly Evans with the ball in. Gets a nick, takes a bang in the floor. Can't see who it was for the effort for Leamington. It was Edwards, wasn't it? Jack Edwards in front of his man.
Yeah, I think he'll be disappointed with that one. 9 times out of 10 he puts it in the back of the net.
He just couldn't quite direct it goalwards, could he? He's just seemed to skim off him and out of play. It's Kieran Burton for Scarborough. Plays up to Jackson. Jackson with Williams for company. Gets the cross in, does Jackson, but to no one in particular. And Hall does well. Hall to Devon Kelly Evans over halfway. It's for Edwards in the midfield area. Now Walker. Walker's ball along the deck looking for Rakeem Reed, but Scarborough get out, and as far as Devon Kelly Evans. Kelly Evans' shot comes in, but it's just wide of the post. Speculative effort from Kelly Evans, but couldn't quite get it on target and just wide.
Yeah, another good position for us, getting in good areas again. I'm not sure if it was a cross or a shot, to be honest with you, but it looked quite close from where we are.
Another little lull in the game as Hawkins takes his time, allows bodies to get further forward, exchanges the ball with Theo Street. Back with Hawkins just outside his penalty area. Looks towards Edwards. Edwards flick on to Reed. Reed, edge of the penalty area, still Reed. Reed looks to try and get a shot in, but it's blocked. Headed clear. Only as far as Meredith. Meredith into the penalty area to Edwards. Edwards now to Walker. Walker got a shot in, but it was never on target, and always rising and over the bar as Adam Walker looked to score his second of the game. So the throw-in comes in to Maloney. Playmaker gets the cross in, cleared by Jack Lane, does really well. Breaks to Louis Hall, his ball up to Reed, deep inside the Leamington half. And Walker plays it forward. Reed does well to get on. Kelly Evans got on the end of it. Now it's Reed. Reed down the Leamington left into the penalty box, does well. Cross is blocked, and as far as Jack Edwards. Edwards outside the D. Now Kelly Evans to Rakeem Reed. Far side Leamington left, gets a cross in, but there's no one there. Nobody had made taken a bit of a chance on the far stick, and out of play for another goal kick to Scarborough. So Maloney with this corner for Scarborough. Plenty of bodies in there. In it comes. Goes through it to nobody in particular. There was Colville it was. Tried to get in the end of the cross that came in, but couldn't really get anything on it, and it went out of play for a goal kick. So there's Callum Hawkins with his goal kick, but the referee blows up before it gets a chance to land. So it's finished here 1-1. What are your thoughts overall, Dan?
Much better in the second half. I thought first half we weren't great, to be honest with you. I thought second half would come out, showed a lot more urgency. Couple of chances as well. Jack had the header, which he put just wide, but the goal was a bit stop-start still. But I think overall it's a good point really against these, because these are a good side and obviously doing well in the league, so it's not a bad point. Every point's a good point.
So that's it from your Co-op Community Stadium this afternoon, where it's finished Leamington 1, Scarborough 1.
So Paul, 1 point there against a very good Scarborough side. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I think you've nailed it, really. They are a very good side. I thought it was a proper, really good National League game. I think the referees just said that to me. They said that's the best game he's ref this year. It was super. Good spirit. Both teams had spells, both teams had chances. It was end to end. You couldn't ask. You can see why people are coming back to non-league football. it just had everything. I thought the game was a really good game, and I thought possibly you'd say half time they edged it, possession. I think we'll be disappointed with the goal. We weren't aggressive enough in the build up to it. We give the ball away cheaply. Just super finish from the boy. But you'd question the amount of spaces on the edge of our box. But I think they coming half time. It was a decent game, but I think you'd have to say they had the upper hand in the first half. But second half we played higher. We played higher up the pitch. We've started winning the individual battles. We've started winning the duels, the combinations, and that sets the tempo for the game then. We were more aggressive with and without the ball, and a bit more purpose to our game. We spun around a little bit more into the court, got Raheem away. And, listen, I think was the result about right? Probably, but you'd probably say for the couple of big chances we had second half, Jack Edwards' chance and probably Raheem's other when he cut in again. We thought we might just nick it, but you could never be disappointed with that performance and that point. You've only got to see that when the fans are with you. You know what I mean? Both sets of fans have thoroughly enjoyed that. It was a real good good follow up from a tough week last week with the travelling and everything. We've had to dig deep. Lads are leggy as well. It's been a tough week, so to come on a windy, heavy pitch again, and we've kept going right to the end again, and kept the levels up, and we're fantastic. Really, it was a real follow on from how we've been at home. To be fair, for 90% of the season, we've been sort of where we need to be. So I was delighted with that.
Just mentioned there, someone who's quickly becoming a fan favourite. Raheem, what did you think of his performance today?
Well, I think the fans' favourite, looking to the fans, what people appreciate is, I keep saying this to players throughout my career, is that always do what you can stay in control of. So what you can control is your leg work and your efforts, and your structure as a player. You don't have to be a great player to do that. And what he does, people see somebody up there absolutely giving everything every week, running channels, working hard, putting people under pressure, and that should be a given. But that's why fans feed off that. And then if you're in a team and you're looking up and your number 9's doing that, then it gets other people going. So we certainly listen. He's at home here the last couple of games. He's fouled and he's been excellent, and he's done really well for the goal. So he's got himself an assist. No, it's good. Like you're saying, I thought young Charlie Williams as well was coming today, and he's had a difficult probably start to the season for different reasons. But again, he looked really sharp and bright and bubbly, and a good quality in the final third. So some really good individual performances today.